Hello, queens and kings. How are you? I am Shadia Kasim, and if you are new, thank you so much for passing by. Please watch this video, and if it makes sense to you, consider staying and subscribing. Well, if you're old, thank you so much for being part of this family. Thanks to everyone who is subscribed. I do not deserve you. Thank you so much. And today I'm simply going to be discussing the dynamics of marriage in my country. Shout out to I am the missing link for bringing this to my attention. I was like, yeah, I can actually discuss this. And if you see me doing this all the time, it's because I have some new nails on. Anyways, so the dynamics of marriage in my country are pretty sad kinda, because as I don't know, probably this is worldwide, but it is intense in my country. As a child, a girl child, you are raised to aspire to be a wife. I mean, everyone around you, your parents, they make it so clear to you that even with the most paying job, even with you having traveled the entire world, even with you having made something out of your life, if you are not married, it doesn't make any sense. And women, girls have grown to understand that. Women have grown to understand that you only find prestige in a man. Nothing else matters. Nothing else matters. Even when you're not married, people will be looking at you like, wow. I mean, it doesn't sit well with me, but that is how things are here. So because of that upbringing, women grow up wanting to get married so bad. Women in my country want to get married. Women in my country love weddings. I mean, I feel like people in my country look at a marriage only for the wedding, getting married, inviting people, seeing that you are married, seeing the ring, then posting pictures on social media, and that is it. People do not get the absolute picture of a marriage. For people here, I feel like most of the people in my country, they look at a marriage as a wedding because it is an achievement. Like, you have receipts. I am married. Did you see the pictures? I am married. Did you see the posts? Do I make sense? So because of the pressure, because everyone is looking at you, oh, you're growing, oh, you're 20, oh, you're 22, oh, you're 23, and you are not married, people be like, so after school, and by school I mean university, because a lot of people here go to university. Now after school, on your graduation day, no one is going to be asking you about, oh, the job, oh, what do you think you're going to do with your life, all this, all that. No. Where is your husband? When are you getting married? When are you planning to get married? So it is so much for girls that if they fail to get someone who is willing to marry them peacefully, they end up trapping these men with pregnancies. So in my country, there are a lot of traditions. You're bringing your man to your parents and them knowing him. It is called kuchala. It's like just the introduction, your parents knowing his parents and his parents knowing your parents. It is just a simple occasion. It is supposed to be done inside, things like those. So when that happens and the groom promises he will be coming back to marry you in years or 2 or 3, you are free to go and live with this man. Such situations, there is no ring involved, so literally you are not married. And because you have this arrangement going on, it doesn't stop a man from doing the same to another girl and the same to another girl. So men end up having over 6 kind of families going on. And for some reasons, women choose to stay because there is so much hope. Oh, he will marry me. Oh, I was the first one. Oh, I am the wifey. He will marry me. And the fact that you don't want to be there without a man or wife, you will stay. Now, this is giving gents, and I'm not saying there are no great marriages. There are so many proper marriages, marriages that happened way before. There are good marriages, people, like really good proper marriages. I'm not saying perfect, but proper marriages. And so back to the basics. What happens because men know that they rule the thing, they end up abusing women so much. There is so much like abuse, physical abuse, torture, and emotional destruction. But again, women stay. And for some reasons, they do not talk about these things until they just throw in the towel. And that happens when a woman has had over 3, 4 kids. If you are opinionated, it doesn't even have to be overly opinionated. But if you speak on the things, if you just express yourself, if you just go out there and you're like, okay, I am going to pursue my dream, I am going to do this, I am going to, further with my education, I am going to up my game as a woman, everyone is going to be looking at you like, no one is going to marry you. Men do not like overly educated women. No, man, you are wasting time. When are you gonna have kids? Things like those. So for people who just stand by us like, oh, I have to, pursue my life before I try to settle down with someone, people will be like, oh no, you are cursed. Oh no, no one wants to marry you. Or, so, and surprisingly, this comes from fellow women. And for some reasons, I don't know why women or people in my country have, uh, people think you have to be married at around 24, like 24, 25, you are not married, you don't have kids. I'm like, people. So all the time when you meet people, when you meet up, on occasions like weddings or, just occasions that bring people together, you have to be ready to answer questions like, so are you planning to get married? The clock is ticking. You just want to scream to everyone like, yo, I'm 24. The clock is not ticking to anywhere. I will be married. I will have kids. Hopefully, you have to explain to people. And they'll be like, So, and it gets worse. They try to arrange marriages for you as early as 23. If you are 23, 24, okay, 25, and you are not showing any sign of getting married, so your relatives will be like, you know what, there is a man who wants a wife. And this happens a lot. So there are a lot of arranged marriages going on. Like they will find a man from wherever they find him, and then they will come find you, and they will think you are a match. You don't even date, you don't have the courtship time, you do not know these people at all, but because your relatives, your family wants a wedding, they want to have those photos, they want to just talk around other people like, oh, my child, got married, blah blah blah. They don't even care. So a wedding will be slated and you will be married. But again, at the end of the day, such marriages do not last, because obviously you weren't prepared to be together with this person for as long as it could have happened. And like I said, I'm not saying there are no proper marriages. There are so many normal marriages. People who get married on their pace, I feel like their marriages grow stronger and they stay for longer than these marriages that just happen because of social media, because of relatives, because someone else is getting married, I should get married too. I'm just painting a picture of what the dynamics of marriage in my country are like. It is pretty sad. I for one hate the way men treat women here. Like, men have been given so much power. I'm telling you, so much more power that a man cheating is so okay. So okay, he will come and tell you, yes, I'm cheating, go. And because you want to be a wife, because, oh, by the way, even women here think that if you leave this marriage, it is the end of your world. Like, you're not going to find any other man who is interested in you, so you have to stay with this man for forever. Oh my god, it just bothers me so much. So men use this to their advantage. Like, he will come and do things to you and you will stay because, well, he's your life, he's your heaven. I can't. Otherwise, that is all I figured that I would talk about. But again, I'm not saying marriage doesn't happen properly in my country. It does. But for some reasons, the entire instance of marriage has been kind of ragged. So yeah, that is where we're at. If you're not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe, please. And if this is your first video, you've watched of me, please, there are a couple of others, go and watch them if you're subscribed. Thank you so much. Do not forget to hit the notification button to know when I upload twice or more a week, so you don't want to miss. And by the way, if you want to see me do any sit down thing, let me know in the comment section down below. I'm open to every topic. I can discuss everything. Otherwise, have a fabulous, great life day. Yeah, I love you guys so much. Bye.